Hello, I'm Kristen Brzezinski. I'm the executive editor of World Screen, and I'm delighted to have with me Genevieve Dexter, the founder and CEO of distribution company Serious Lunch, and founder and CEO of producer I Present. Hi, Genevieve. Thanks so much for being with me.
Hi, Kristen. How are you?
Good. And my goodness, these are some unprecedented times that we're going through, and I'm curious to hear from your point of view, what is it when you're speaking to clients now? What are you hearing from them about their current needs in the way of programming?
Well, at the moment, everybody seems to require educational programming for children who are stuck at home, and also some fantasy programming to help them escape from some of the harsher realities we're going through right now.
From a distribution perspective, how is Serious Lunch helping to meet the needs of these broadcasters and platforms for their being able to entertain and educate the young audience?
Well, we're lucky enough to represent a number of STEAM properties, the most relevant of which, I guess, is Operation Ouch, which is a program all about the human body. So we've just finished shooting Series 9, during which we also shot a COVID-19 special. And so there's a huge demand for that for that content to help children understand what's going on, and adults can learn a few things from it too. We had, whilst we were shooting, Dr. Zand, who's one of the twin doctors that present the show, contracted the virus, not seriously, but so during the special we're able to include a video diary from him, going through the process, just to demystify it for children, to show them that if you get it, it's not necessarily the end of the world, and I think it's a very comforting episode.
That's wonderfully educational for them too. It's fantastic.
Yes, I think it's the first time I've really understood it.
And I'm curious, in the absence of physical markets, how are you connecting with your clients to launch, say, new shows or new IP?
So we've been on a real learning journey with a number of different types of software, Zoom, of course, and as well as Microsoft Teams and a whole host of different ways of communicating. But we've just issued a newsletter to everybody, with links through to Screen, or links to contact the sales team, which is being generated, which we generate through a software platform called Campaign Monitor. And it's really helpful because we're able to see what people are interested in, and we're able to follow up on their interests. So it helps us to generate leads, perhaps in the same way that a market would. And then we're just about to start our first virtual pre-sale pitching for the wonderful world of Willow Wong. And so we're developing a deck which is Zoom pitch friendly, that we can use to communicate about, because obviously if the show's not made yet, that's the challenge in trying to convey it in the way that you would normally run a pitch. So we're adapting across a whole range of different media.
Tell me a little bit more about that new IP.
Yes, so The Wonderful World of Willow Wong, which is a little bit of a tongue twister, is a concept written by Christina Yee for wall-to-wall television, which has been commissioned by CBBC, and Serious Lunch has signed up worldwide rights, and we are looking to raise the 15% of the 2.5 million budget as through this process of pre-sales. So it's a story about a 12-year-old girl who views the world through Willow vision, which is like a bit like an AR filter, and she writes her own blog, and she's quite a political activist as well. and so in this story, her grandmother comes to live at the family home, which completely changes the family dynamics. And she forms a very strong bond with her grandmother, who is the only one in the family who can speak Chinese, and really, so she gets to understand her culture, but also an intergenerational bond.
What a beautiful property.
It's cute, yeah. We're going to really enjoy pitching that.
So from a distribution perspective, how has animation continued to progress even during lockdown?
Well, we have managed to relocate everybody at home and have them to continue to work. We're lucky that we're not, although we're gearing up for production on series 3 of Kido for BBC, and the first season of Best and Bester for Nickelodeon International. We're not actually in production at the moment that COVID broke, so we've taken the decision to just ask for a little bit more time, and we're taking advantage of the lockdown to really dive deep into the development of Best and Bester with Nickelodeon International, so I really think that when we're able to get back into full production again, I think that generally there's going to be an outpouring of beautifully developed properties, because the lockdown has made us restrict, made us concentrate on really getting it right before rushing into production.
It's a way to find the silver lining to it. That's great.
It's true. I think it's really. I think there's going to be a huge amount of a burst of creativity that's going to come out of this, just as people are, discovering their artistic talents at home. The developers and script writers are having their day.
So when you're looking out short term, let's say 6 to 8 months ahead, what are you focusing on both for Serious Lunch and I Present, but then also looking a little further down the line to maybe say 12, 24 months?
So in the immediate future for distribution, we're looking to acquire more properties to fulfill the need, and we're looking at several that we are looking to sign up in the next 6 to 8 months, and working on strategies about how we can launch them on the market, perhaps if MIPCOM doesn't materialize. And for I Present, we are really just, as I say, focusing on getting the development right and taking the time to get deep into the scripting and design work, because as you know, with animation, once you start, the train has left the station and there's no going back. So it's great to get those things really perfect. In the longer term, for Serious Lunch, we are looking to hire some more people over the coming months, and we are also going to start doing some licensing and merchandising around our properties, which we haven't done to date. We're shortly to announce two major broadcast deals for Tic Tac and the New Legends of Monkey, and we're hoping that will spur merchandising activity around those properties.
Wow, it sounds like there's a lot of exciting things ahead. So thank you so much for sharing with them with us, and just for taking your time to chat today. Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Kristen.